Hello, Chuck and friends. It's Making Maria. I am your independent Chalk Couture designer. We are going to do some amazing things this evening, and I hope you are all with me because it's Friday night. Woohoo! Right. Oh, sorry, I needed to take a drink. It's Friday night. Thank goodness, right? That's how I'm kind of feeling. Anyway, thank goodness it's Friday night. So we are going to take one little tiny transfer this evening, and we're going to do it 3 different ways. I know, right? I'm being very ambitious. It's really not. It's because it's so easy, and it's so much fun to use these amazing transfers. We're going to take this one transfer. We're going to make it 3 different ways, and none of the 3 ways we're going to make it is a chalkboard. Huh, right? Mind blown. I can tell. Your minds are going to be blown here this evening. Because Maria's not making a chalkboard. As you've noticed lately, I've been making a lot of other kinds of things other than chalkboards. So tonight we are going to take this one little transfer. We are going to ink and we are going to chalk. Hello everybody. Welcome to our chalking party. So far we have Linda, and Carol. Hey Linda. Welcome everybody. All right, so tonight we're going to do the tale of one transfer. We're going to take this transfer, we're going to make a tea towel, we're going to make a really pretty vase with a background, and we're going to make a journal. But I wanted to tell you, oh, I know Cheryl, right? This is the best transfer. It's retiring. I do have to say, it's retiring. So when it's sold out, it's gone. I do have a few though. And one of the upcoming workshops we have, we're going to do this. So I have a few of them. So we're going to take this transfer. And remember yesterday when we made the bigger one of this? I do have to say this fits on here. So remember how I said I've got this really cute little thing, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put on it? This is an option. This does fit on here. But I am digressing. Let's start at the very, very beginning. So I'm saying hello to everybody. Linda Squared is here. Lori is here. Hey, Verge. Cheryl's here. Linda is here. Carol's here. Welcome. All right, so I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer. It's an amazing product from an amazing company. It's life-changing. I do have to honestly tell you. I have very much enjoyed this journey that I have been on with the company, and I get to make really, really cool things. So let's talk about what Chalk Couture is. We are a company that is chalking the halls, walls, accents, and accessories homes all across America and Canada. We were created to be designed, loved, and repeated for every season and any reason, and we bring easy, high-end DIY home decor directly to you. And we do that by offering reusable adhesive silkscreen transfers, Chalkology paste, couture ink, transfers you can create on, accessories to make chalking super easy, super stress-free, and super fun. If I can do this, anybody can do it. You don't have to be super artistic. You can be, and if you are super artistic, you can make even more beautiful things. But if you're somebody who, like me, I like to make things, I enjoy making things, I love to make gifts, but I don't necessarily have any artistic talent, that's where, dun, here comes Chalk Couture. Because, as you're going to see here this evening, I'm going to make several different things with one little tiny transfer. This is an A size transfer. Our transfers are lettered A, B, C, D, and E. The letter that is associated with the transfer tells you 2 things. Its size and its price. All A size transfers, like this one, are 5 by 7, and they're $9.99. B sizes are 8.5 by 11. They're $14.99 and so on. They get bigger. Yes, Linda, I am still holding one of these for you, and looks like Cheryl needs one too. Okay, so you guys, maybe I don't have as many of them as I think I do. Maybe I won't do this at a workshop. No, I do. I have enough. Plus, we can still order it. It isn't completely sold out yet, but it will when it's gone. It's gone. So I will order a few more because we are going to do a workshop with it. We're going to do one of our Wednesday workshops with it. But I'm digressing again. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do here. Okay, so I have a journal, I have a vase, and I have some tea towels. On our really pretty little vase, I want to try this, see if it works. I want to do a fern, like a piece of the fern background, and then I want to put Live Simply over it. It's ambitious, I know. I have 2 tea towels. Oh, Virginia wants one too. Okay, I'll order more. You guys are so funny. You crack me up. So I have two different tea towels that they're gonna, I just wasn't sure which, did I want to make a blue one or did I want to make a gray one, and I couldn't quite decide. So we'll probably make the gray, probably do the gray, because we're going to be busy with the fern and the, you know, busy as far as texture wise. And a journal. Journals are one of my favorite things to make. In fact, I was having this conversation with one of our customers here today that came to pick up all of her stuff from our live sale. And I don't write in a journal. Never have. Can you imagine me trying to write in a journal? Ooh, the squirrels would be all over the page, right? But I love to give journals as a gift. I don't know. There's just, in my head, it's one of those things that I'd love to take the time to write in a journal. So in my head, they're a really cool thing. But in reality, I don't ever use them. These ones are kind of fun because they have the little ribbon things. This one is one where you could actually sketch in. So if you know someone that likes to sketch, journals can have all kinds of different insides, is one of the things I've learned about journals. Some have dots, some have lines, some are blank. And the journal giver, if you're going to give this as a gift, is kind of particular about what's inside. So you kind of got to know the person a little bit. But again, I'm digressing. So I'm going to show you how to use this on some non-traditional surfaces. However, obviously, this product is made to be used on all kinds of things. And our flagship is chalkboards and white surfaces that are in our catalog that we sell. However, there's all, I mean, you can chalk anything, as we've all demonstrated many different times. You can demonstrate, or you can chalk on pretty much anything. So we're going to use the journal first because we're going to have to wash our transfer in between. So I'm going to show you, you're getting the whole shebangy tonight. So I'm going to take my transfer, I'm going to flip it upside down. Now this one has been used before, so it already has the name of the transfer written on the back. You do that for two very specific reasons. Number one, ooh, my transfer is not very sticky. We might need a new one. This guy's been used a lot. He's very popular. So there's two sides. There's a dull side and a sticky side, or a shiny side. This shiny side is the side your transfer goes back on when you store it, okay? You need to know which side so that you don't mess it up and put it on the wrong side. Because it will, once you stick it to the wrong side and it stays on there for a long time, it's like putting it on paper. It's hard to get it off. So just be conscious. That's why you write the name on the back. Number one, so that you put it on the right side when you're done cleaning it. And number two, so you know which transfer goes on which back. And I am going to open up a new one. Transfers are designed to be used 8 to 12 times. I have had transfers that I have used many, many more times than that, and I've had transfers that I've not used more than 8 times. It really depends on what you put it on. The harder it is on your transfer, the less likely you are to be able to use it often. So this transfer is what it comes like when it's brand new. It's in a nice little sleeve. You open up the sleeve, you don't cut it. You just open up the tab and you pull your transfer out. You do that for two reasons. Number one, you're going to store it back in here when it's all done, because on the back of it are step-by-step instructions. So when you say, what did that crazy lady say to me that I was supposed to do? You can go, oh, look, it's right here, okay? So this is how, it's a nice way to store them. You don't have to store them back in the plastic sleeve, but it is nice because it gives you the directions. Carol says, I write in a notebook every day so when I'm gone, my kids can read about what's happening in my life, ups and downs, good days and bad days. More food memories than not. Carol, that is so funny. Oh, goodness. So, Carol, along that note, I made a cookbook for my kids not that long ago. So it started with, I'm going to write the name of this on the back. So for those of you who are new to our chalking party, I have a lot of squirrels in my life. I can have multiple conversations at one time, so keep up. If you can't, it's okay, I understand. But if you would like to like and follow my page, that would be awesome. I do a live demonstration video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Between 9 and 9:10 is when I hit the live button, with the exception of Saturdays. I don't do live demonstrations on Saturday evenings. So pretty much every night of the week, you can find me here where I'm showing you something beautiful and wonderful and easy to make. So Carol, not that long ago, I followed my dad around for 3 years and took pictures. My father's a huge cook, and I took pictures of him cooking. And I made his cookbook because my father is a huge cook, and his kind of his mantra and what he's known for is he'd make something wonderful and be like, oh my gosh, how did you make that? And his answer was always, you gotta buy the book. So we decided, or I decided, we needed a book. So I followed my dad around for years, and I took pictures of him cooking, and I wrote down his recipes, because, you know, he's Italian, there is no recipe. So my kids all got a copy of, and then I made it into a book, and everybody got a copy of Grandpa's cookbook. Well, then my kids were like, well, we need a cookbook of you. And I'm like, what? Like, no, this was Grandpa's thing. So then I had to make a cookbook of the recipes that I make all the time. But then to answer, so my point to this, Carol, is I wrote funny little notes in the cookbook about, you know, who liked it, who didn't, who liked what parts of it, what funny things they said when I made these recipes, just to kind of, you know, bring back the memories of the meals. Okay, so I have attached my transfer to my journal. I did a step called fuzzing. What fuzzing is I took my transfer and I touched it to my linty towel. It picked up some of the lint, so now my transfer is not as sticky. I'm going to pick out a chalk paste color, and this, I made lots of these orange journals, and they look really nice with grayish on them, which is where, here it is. Grayish is a very pretty pale gray. I call it a white gray. It's a very pretty color. So this is chalk paste. You open it up, you stir it up, just like so. If it needs a drink of water, you add it. Hey, Desiree, welcome to our chalk and party. Desiree, I was gonna message you. Don't forget that live your dreams, or choose happy, choose happy. Today's the last day. So if you want that, you gotta do that today, because I know that's something you wanted, so. Virginia says she started writing journals several times, but not good with the longevity in any of them. That's my problem, Virg. It's always a great idea, and I get like 4 days into the journal, and then I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. But I decided I just need to record it instead of typing it. So I think I'm going to try that. Because do you remember Star Trek? When they used to just hit the button, and they used to say journal entry number, day, whatever? I want to do that. I want Alexa to like record my journal for me. I bet she would. I'm going to focus now. So this is what a squeegee looks like. This is our small squeegee. There is a straight side and an angled side. The angled side is the front of your squeegee. This is your chalk paste. You take your squeegee, you dip it in the chalk paste. So you load it up with chalk paste. There's nothing on my back. I take my squeegee, I hold it straight up and down. I don't hold it flat. Hold it straight up and down, and I go right across. And that is how easy this is to do. So we're going to take this one transfer tonight. I'm going to show you 3 completely different things that you can do with this one transfer. So I cover up my whole silk screen, take my excess, I put it right back in my container, and then I pull it off. Cindy says she tried to order the dream ones. No, Cindy, the dream one has been sold out for quite a while. So you carefully pull your transfer off. I'm going to take this, I'm going to stick it right in my water bath. We're going to wash it, and then we're going to make something else with it real quick. Okay, so voila, just like that, I have a beautiful transfer, or beautiful journal. This is very fun, obviously. As we've already discussed, I like journals. Hey, Tiffany, welcome to our chalk and party. We're taking one journal tonight, Tiffany, and we're making it 3 different ways. So this is our very cute little journal. It's dry already, so you can just set it aside and give it as a gift, or keep it and pretend to write in a journal. So that's example number 1. Now I'm going to show you how you wash your journal, or your transfer. So, this is my water bath. It's dirty and ugly. What about the other one? Not on either. So Cindy, the Choose Happy, at least last time I checked this afternoon, is still available, but today is the last day. It was only good until January 31st, so you have to order it by midnight Mountain Time, which gives you a little bit longer, because Chalk Couture is in Utah. So it goes by their time zone. So a couple things happened today. Those Creative Kickstart kits go away as of midnight, or when they sell out, whichever one happens first. So see what I'm doing right now? I'm gently rubbing that fuzz that I put on the transfer off, okay? So all that fuzzy stuff I put on comes right off in the water. Now I take my transfer and I set it aside, sticky side up. I'm gonna move my water bath over. and hopefully not spill water everywhere. And then I just dry off my transfer. And it's ready to be used again. I got water everywhere. So you just dry off your transfer. Now right now my transfer is not sticky. And it's not sticky because it's wet. But when my transfer dries, it will get sticky again. Grab another towel just to speed up my process. So you just dry off your silk screen. And then I just air it out a little bit and it will get sticky again, just like that. Voila! That's how easy it is to wash them. Now if I was all done chalking, what I would do is I would stick it back on my backer sheet, I'd slide it back in my plastic, and I'd store it until the next time I wanted to use it, because they are reusable. 8 to 12 times is what the company says. But again, depending on what you use them for and what you put them on, you can use them several times. Okay, so I'm gonna wash off my squeegee, because I always say it's easier to wash off your squeegee when your squeegee is wet. And I'm just gonna simply do this because I think we're gonna use this color again. So now I'm gonna show you how to make a tea towel. So now we're gonna use ink. So Chalk Couture makes two products. We make chalk and we make ink. The difference between the two, chalk is removable. So if I wanted to, this is a journal, but because of how this coating is on here, I could wash this off. It's not permanent. If I wanted to, I could wash it. It's permanent in the sense of not going anywhere unless you scrub it off. But it is chalk. If I want it to be permanent, it needs to be something that I can heat set. Iron or oven, okay? I can iron fabric. I can put these types of things, glass, ceramics, in the oven. Stainless steel tumblers, the stainless steel coffee mugs, that kind of stuff. I can put that in the oven and I can heat set them. If I heat set them, not only can I wash them, but I can put them in the dishwasher. We have made a lot of water bottles. Oh, you did get it, Desiree. Okay, good. Good. All right, so this, I need an ink mat. Gotta grab my ink mat. So this is what an ink mat looks like. I'm gonna put this down. This is my tea towel. Things I've learned about tea towels that you need to be conscious of is they have a hanger. That's the top of your towel. So depending on how you're gonna hang your towel, kind of decides how you position your transfer, okay? So what my ink mat does, this black sticky thing, it's a sticky mat. And what it does is it holds my fabric in place and it prevents my ink from going through, especially like on a t-shirt, it prevents my ink from going through to the other side. So I take my tea towel and I push it down on my ink mat, which makes it, smooths it out and it sticks to my ink mat. Then I take my, again, sticky transfer and I put it in the middle of my tea towel. And I, again, push it down. Okay? I go around everything, make sure that I'm all good and down. Okay? Now, I need a color. So, what about, okay, Cindy, I already answered that question. All right, so we're going to, so they're not hidden, Cindy. They're actually, when you first go on your web, on the web page, they're kind of halfway down the page, like right on the cover sheet. It says Creative Kickstart. That's the first place you can go. The second place that you can go is under specials and deals. If you click on that tab, they're under there as well. Now, Cindy, because you're a designer, you have to order them like you're a customer because they're customer only promotions. So you can't go, you have to sign in, Cindy, with a different email address. So if you have 2 email addresses, you can create your customer account and then you can order it. But as a designer, you cannot order it. Okay, so I've got my transfer down, and look at the fun colors I picked. I wasn't really sure on this gray. This is Cadet or Midnight Sky, Fig, Currant Jam, which is gorgeous on anything, and then this is Regal. What do you think? What color should I use? This is too purpley, I think. And I think we're going to use navy blue on this other one, so let's use one of these. Should we use Currant Jam or should we use Fig? Currant Jam, or Fig, I'm sorry, is going to be very pale. Navy would be pretty on the tea towel. I know, but don't you think navy will be really pretty on here too? I think we're going to save navy for on here because we're going to do the fern. I think we're going to do the fern in either grayish or storm, which is a darker gray, kind of this darker gray. And then we're going to do the navy blue and Live Simply. So we're going to do navy. So I'm trying to use different colors. So I'm not using all the same colors all the time, right? Right. So Cheryl says Current Jam. Sold. All right. Current Jam is a super pretty color. Oh, Carol. Oh, okay. Everybody says Current Jam. All right. Current Jam is a very pretty maroony, deep, beautiful red. So you have ink. So a couple of differences in ink is you don't have to stir it and you don't add water to it like you do chalk. The other difference with ink is you have to be very careful with it, because if you have ink on your fingers and then you go and touch your towel, it's ink. You're going to get it someplace where you don't want it. So when I touch ink, every single time I touch my container, a paste, or my squeegee, anything, I'm checking my fingers. If I have ink on my fingers, I'm wiping them off before I touch my fabric. So I take my squeegee and I do the same exact process. I dip it in, so I have ink on one side, not on the other. Set it aside, check my finger. I hold my squeegee down, I go straight across. Now, ink glides. It's just smooth and it just glides right across. So you just cover up your silk screen, take your excess, put it right back in your container, wipe off your squeegee right away, because you don't want your ink-filled squeegee anywhere near your towel. And I got ink all over my fingers. I'm going to close up my ink container so I don't move my towel and inadvertently get it in. Make sure my fingers are clean. I see ink on them. Just check your fingers, make sure you got them all clean. I pull my transfer off, like so. Okay, that's pretty. I take this, I stick it right back in my water bath. Okay, I stick it in my water bath. Where'd my towel go? Where'd my fuzzing towel go? I just had my fuzzing towel because I washed off the transfer. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so now I remove this from my ink mat. Okay, put my ink mat aside. I'm all done. For simplicity's sake this evening, I'm not gonna make you watch the next step, which is I'm gonna dry it and then I'm gonna iron it. And you iron it for 4 minutes on one side, flip it over, iron it for 4 minutes on the other side. That heat sets it, and then I can throw it right in the washing machine. But this is a super cute, super fun little tea towel. Love the colors. This is like the colors of my kitchen, so this is gonna look good. So I set this aside to dry, and then I'm gonna iron it. Look, we are 22 minutes into this. I have done a ton of gabbing at you, and we got 2 projects done already. This is like a record for me. One more. Oh, first we gotta wash our transfer off. Okay, so again, I'm gonna pull my water bath over. And I just wipe it down. Now ink, you gotta do a little more wiping off. I didn't fuzz this transfer when I put it on the towel because the towel itself has the fuzz on it. So I do have fuzz on the back, so I do need to rub the fuzz off the back. And now with this one, what I'm gonna do, I'm just letting the water pour off of it. I've got it sticky side up again. So I'm going to do a little bit of an extra step with it just because we used Current Jam ink. And if you can see, I have a little bit of residue on my transfer. So I just take one of our board erasers and I just wipe it gently. And voila. You can do it on the back too. Again, just do it gently. That again helps get rid of any excess fuzz that I missed with my fingers. Okay. Then I just stick it in my water bath to rinse it. Take my fuzzing towel. So there's 2 sides to your fuzzing towel. One's a microfiber side and one's a terry cloth side. The microfiber side is just for this, drying off your transfers, or anything for that matter. So just dry it off. Okay, and I'm gonna let it sit here for a second, air it out a minute, while I do the, I'm gonna put this towel aside. We're gonna do our quick little fern. So this is our super cute little vase. Love this vase. I think it's so pretty. And see, this is a rolly thing. That causes problems for Maria. So what I do is I take 2 squeegees and I sandwich it in between the 2 squeegees, and then it doesn't go anywhere. So this fern transfer, there's 3, they're called botanical florals, I guess you would call them. There's a eucalyptus leaf, a philodendron leaf, and this fern. The fern is probably the most popular one, and it's pretty. What do you see, Cheryl? You see what, LOL? Okay, so I take this out, put it aside. There's that big delay, so I never know what you guys... What do you mean, Cheryl? I take my transfer out of the package. I'm going to write on the back of it that it is the fern, like so. Although, you know what? I opened up my new one, didn't I? Oops. Oh, well. I had one open already. And now I have two ferns. So when you guys come to chalk night, people can make ferns. So I open up, or I take my transfer, I carefully remove it from its backer sheet. Again, it's super sticky. Put my backer sheet aside, and I need to fuzz. Oh. Are you talking to your daughter again? All right, I'm gonna just fuzz. So I'm, again, just take my transfer and I touch it to my towel to pick up some lint so it's not quite as sticky. It's sticky side up. I set it down sticky side up. I put it over here. Okay, now I take my fern. I want to kind of just do my fern kind of across it. Now this is curved, so it gets a little challenging on curved, right? So you just got to work it to get the air out. You're really only, how did I know? Because Cheryl, you have a tendency to do that. You talk to your daughter when you really mean to talk, or you talk to us when you're meaning, you guys, is she watching too? Sometimes she's watching too, and that's why. Okay, so I just push out my air. Even though it's curved, you can do it. You don't worry about all the, you're only worried about the areas around your silk screen sticking. She and her fiance are, ooh. Oh, okay, I gotta think about what his name is. Oh, if I think really hard, I'll come up with it. Katie? No. Steven? No. Oh, darn it, I know this. Okay, so I just pushed down my transfer and I get out the air. I think I want to do a pale color because I just want it to be a background. I think we're gonna go with Storm, which is a little darker gray. And my Storm has seen better days. Oh! Is it Katie and Steven? No, I couldn't. Really? Did I get it right? Wow, I'm usually not that good with names. I'm actually horrible with names. So I'm gonna use up, open up my other Storm. That guy needs a drink. Okay, so I'm gonna open up my, this is my big guy. Stir up my Storm, just like you would like normal. It's just a bigger container. They stopped selling these. They used to sell these. And I'm gonna take my paste, plop it down. It's way more paste than I need. We'll wipe off my stir stick real quick. I did get it right. Wow, that never happens. Okay, again, these are all full of sawdust because of my husband. Love him. All right, so now I just go across with my fern. Being careful because again, it's curved, right? And I have no idea if what this is going to look like in the end, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to put a fern on it because you know they're really popular right now. The botanicals. So I have it kind of at an angle and trying to get the whole top. Now the hard part on curved is smoothing them out, getting rid of all that excess. Just put it right back in my container just like normal. I do have a lot of paste on here, and because it's moving on me, I'm having a hard, there we go. I need to hold it down so I can really squeegee it. Just squeegee all that excess off, put it right back in your container. Don't waste your paste. Okay, hopefully this worked. And then I start it in the corner and I pull it off. Okay, this worked. Except for on the, I missed a whole section of screen. I didn't even put the chalk on it. Okay, that is cool. Take this, put it in my water bath. Okay, this is very cool. Check it out. again, this is my fault. I didn't squeegee over that part. Look at how cool that looks though. Wow. All right, so I need to dry it because I'm gonna put another transfer on top of it. You just take a second, you just use a regular old hair dryer. You don't need a heat gun, you just need air. So I'm just drying it. Oh, I'm gonna be in love with this fern, and the next thing you know, now we're gonna have ferns everywhere. So because I'm gonna layer another transfer on top of it right away, you just really wanna make sure it's dry. Because what happens is, because you're attaching something sticky, it can pull your bottom layer off if you don't let it dry good enough. And I did the chalk kind of thicker than I normally would, so I'm gonna hope that it stays attached. It may not, but it may. But that's the beauty of chalk. I can wash it right off. This is really cute. I'm kind of in love with the fern. And again, I'm doing it a little longer than I probably normally would. I really want it to stick. I do like the fern too, Verge. Okay. Here. Okay, now I missed this. So what I might actually do is just wash this part off. But we're gonna put the live simply over it anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. I like the gray on gray. Oh, hey, Amanda. Welcome to our chalking party. It's Friday night, Amanda. It is time for some fun chalk. So we have used one transfer 3 different ways, because this is kind of my new rule. Not rule, but my new train of thought. If I can think of 3 different things I could make with a transfer, I'll buy the transfer. That's kind of my new, because you want to be able to, oh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. There we go. You want to be able to use them, right? And granted, I can take one transfer and make 3 of the same things with it. That's, to me, that's 3 uses. Can I think of 3 things, 3 times, let me rephrase it, not 3 things. I want to think of 3 different times I could make something with that transfer. It could be the same exact thing all 3 times. It doesn't have to be something different all 3 times, but it is kind of nice to know, you know, you're going to get your value out of them. Now, these little guys are only 10 bucks. So it's not like, you know, you're breaking the bank to buy them. Okay, I'm going to go up a little higher because I am probably just going to wash that bottom part off. I kind of want it right over. And what we're going to do is we're going to do navy on this guy. So I'm just, and I am gently pushing it down again because I don't want that bottom layer of chalk to come off. So we've taken this one transfer so far. We've made a journal. We made a tea towel. And now we're making a piece of home decor. So for those of you who are just joining us, welcome to our chalking party. If you are new to our chalking party, please hit the like, or I'm sorry, the follow, yeah, the like and follow button. And then I do go live every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, with the exception of Saturday nights. And then you can see all the fun different things that we like to make here. And we're a fun group. You know, join in, say hi, tell us where you are. You know, we've all kind of gotten to know each other. Most of us did not know each other prior to chalking. So it's kind of become a fun little group. All right, so now I'm going to use navy on top of the gray. So it's not called navy, it's called cadet. So again, I open up my chalk paste. This guy's a little dry because I have not used this in a while. I stir it up to get him going, and then I'm going to give him a little shot of water. Okay, just to give him a drink. Don't do this over your project, but then you just stir it up and get him to, the consistency that you're looking for is kind of yogurt, sour cream like. I like the gray on gray too, Amanda. Thank you. It's kind of, tonal colors are kind of my thing. You know, I like the muted, I tend to use the same tones over and over again, which I think everybody kind of does that, right? You get stuck on certain colors, which is why I like the fact that the company comes out with new colors, because then it makes me use different colors. It makes me think about other options versus the same thing over and over again. All right, so I'm going to take my squeegee again, Angled side, flat side. Angled side is the front. I'm going to dip it right in my chalk paste, load it up, and then I'm going to go squeegee straight up and down. I'm not squeegeeing flat. I go straight up and down. And I go right across my transfer, filling in my silk screen. I'm careful not to go off of my silk screen just because I have my other chalk underneath it, so it would be more challenging to just wash it off. But normally, if I go off my transfer, it's no big deal. I just wash off wherever I went off that I didn't want to go. And I'm just going to squeegee across. So the other nice thing about this is it also gives you the option to match your colors to your home decor. So you're not, you know, constantly like, oh, that I love that, but it doesn't match my house, right? So I'm going to carefully pull it off. Okay. We have outdone ourselves tonight. Score! Okay, so I put it back in my water bath. Again, I've got this goofy section on the bottom that I'm going to wash off. But look at, oh my. I know exactly where this is going. This is a gift. I've decided right here staring at it, I know exactly who needs this. Oh, she's very into ferns, or into the florals. So I think she actually owns this transfer, but I don't care. I'm giving it to her anyway. So now I wash off my squeegee. Again, much easier to wash them off when they're wet than when they're dry. And we have our Live Simply on the fern. Okay, that is really cool. And I'm just gonna wash this off. I'm gonna use my board eraser. And the chalk will come right off. So see how I'm getting it off? I'm gonna stop it at the line. So just get it wet. This little spongy thing I'm using is called our board eraser. I use it for all kinds of different things. Like I use it obviously to wash off chalkboards, which is what it's designed for, but I also use it, as you saw me before, I use it, it helps me clean my transfers. And, you know, even though this isn't a board, it helps me erase it. So I don't want to go too far up. So I'm going to switch here to a wipe and see. Because my board eraser is hard for me to control. Plus this is moving on me. I need it to stop moving. So I'm just, again, washing off where I put the paste that I didn't want it. So I'm just going to leave this gray band dark gray. So it gives you a really nice opportunity to match things to your home. One more. And voila. Live Simply. I need to get a little more here off, but okay. We did a good job. So we took one transfer. In 38 minutes, we made 3 projects with me yapping at you. This will look really cute with, you know, some greens coming out of it in a bathroom. I mean, it would just be really pretty much anywhere. But we've got our Live Simply vase. We have our journal. And we have our tea towel. So, we talked a little bit, and there's a poll in the Making Maria page right here asking you about the workshop Wednesdays. Would you rather do a tea towel or would you rather do the board and base? And last time I checked, you were overwhelmingly to tea towels. So I have created that. It's going to be on February 12th, and I will put that out. I just need to finish the example thing. So what I will do, what a workshop Wednesday is you sign up. I'm making tea towels. We're going to make 3 tea towels. You pick your transfer, and I send you everything you need. I send you the tea towels. I send you the ink, the squeegee, the ink mat, the transfer. I send it all to you, and then on February 12th at 9 p.m. here, I'm going to make them. And you can make them right along with me. So it's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to try something new. Some of you guys requested this, so we're going to try it. And what's nice about that is if you have questions or if you need something while you're talking, you can just type them in, or you can send me a picture of, oh, this didn't work or whatever. So for those of you who are not local to me, it gives us an opportunity to kind of all craft together and have fun together. even though we're not always in the same state, because many of you are not here. So that's what I've got. Tonight is Live Simply. This is one of the transfers, although, let's see, 3 of you wanted this one, so I will set those 3 aside and quickly order some more before they all sell out. And I'm Making Maria. I'm your independent Chalk Couture designer. If you wanted to check out any of these products, what you would do is you would go to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. This is the Live Simply transfer, the Fern transfer. I used a small squeegee. I used Cadet chalk paste. I used Storm chalk paste, Greige, and Current Jam ink, which is this very pretty burgundy color. Those are the products that I used this evening. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to message me. If you are not in the Making Maria VIP group, that's where you're going to want to be, especially to participate in Workshop Wednesday, because that's where I'm going to post that information. So I'll put out here that I've posted it, and then you'll want to go to the Making Maria VIP group to sign up. So if you're not in that group, comment add me, or go in your search bar and type in Making Maria VIP group, and I will add you to the group. Thank you, ladies. I hope you all have a great weekend too. Lori, Baker, Lori, and Virginia. There's no video tomorrow, and then Sunday is the Super Bowl. So I personally don't care that it's the Super Bowl, but I don't know if you guys care. So we always do a Sunday video. So I don't know if should we skip Sunday because of the Super Bowl, or do you guys want a video? Maybe I'll put a poll out there for you guys. But in all reality, I'll probably go live anyway. If you're here, you're here, right? Otherwise, you can always watch the replay. That's all I got for you. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy some family time, and I know I'm planning on enjoying some family time quite a bit, actually. Basketball games and all that fun stuff. But have a super, super great weekend, and I will be back at you on Sunday night. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you so much for sending me out into the world. It helps me so much when you do that. So thank you to everybody who takes the time to push that button, because it does help me a lot. So thank you, thank you. And I will be back at you on Sunday. Virginia says she'd rather watch me. Aw, Virg, you are so sweet. But the commercials, right? It's worth it to watch it just for the commercials. Okay, I am so in love with this fern. Woo, we're going to have to put that on a lot of things. Have a great weekend, guys. See ya.